Let's look in a little bit more detail at lines that are parallel. I'm sure that you've done quite a lot of work on this in your GCSE course, but there are one or two tricks that are worth finding out at this level. We know, of course, what parallel lines are, and if I were to draw those two lines through there and say that the gradient of each line was 2, then you would very easily be able to tell me that for the first line the equation was y equals 2x plus 4, and the second line y was 2x take away 3. Because we all absolutely know that y equals mx plus c is the equation of a straight line with gradient m and y-intercept c. So you're totally comfortable with that. But the chances of a question like that, of course, are extremely remote. You're much more likely to be asked something like this. Find the equation of a line, straight line, through the point 4 minus 3, which is parallel to 3x plus 7y equals 14. So the first problem then, it's not written in our friendly way. It's a completely different version. It's in a different form. Now, because some people get so hooked on the fact that it has to be y equals mx plus c, they will first of all rearrange that formula. And they'll say, all right, 7y equals minus 3x plus 14. Then they'll divide by 7, and they'll get as far as that. And then, because they'll remember this formula, they'll say, oh, okay, so it's got to be parallel, so it's still that. And then they'll say, okay, so it must look like y equals minus 3/7 x plus c. Then they'll put this point here, so they'll try and substitute in minus 3 equals minus 3/7 times 4 plus c, and by which time, without a calculator, they're starting to panic here because they've got to work this out, add that to the other side, do another horrible fraction calculation, and eventually, after another 2 or 3 lines, hopefully they come out with the right answer. So a total of 7 lines are working. And it can basically be done in one. Yes, it can be done in one line. Because the whole point about the gradient of a line is that if we look at the coefficient of x and the coefficient of y, those two will remain the same if the line is parallel. So that a line parallel to that, a parallel line, will simply be 3x plus 7y equals something else. Now, it's probably a bit naughty of me to use c here because c is normally reserved for where it crosses the y-axis. And this is a different c. So, okay, let's make it a bit more sensible. We call it k. You've got the point that's got to lie on the line. So all you do is 3 times 4 plus 7 times minus 3. 12, take away 21 is negative 9. and that is k. So the equation of the line is 3x plus 7y equals -9. And if you really want to save time, you don't even need to put this line in here. You can go straight to this. So I've taken one line of working and one line to write the answer down. And I think you'll agree that that is much quicker than doing it that way. So try and use that method if you can.
Okay, Mary, so let's have a look at this one. So solve x plus 2x equals 12. So what do you think you do first?
Okay, well, I want x on its own, so I would put x equals 12 minus 2x.
Okay, so a lot of the time we want to get x by itself, but what we want to do first is get all of these x's together. So can you see anything we can do with this? Get all these together in one place.
Oh, okay, it's 3x, isn't it?
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
3x equals 12. Oh, and so x equals 4.
Brilliant, spot on, well done.